And Chris Van Hollen, ranking member of the House Budget Committee, back with us here in America's Newsroom. How you doing, sir? And
I'm good, Bill. How are you?
Good. I'm doing just fine. You voted with Republicans the other day not to raise the debt ceiling. You voted no. Why was that so important to you?
Well, I did it because the Republicans included in their findings section a statement that was just untrue. They said that we had to raise the debt ceiling because of the budget that President Obama submitted, one that we haven't even voted on yet. The reality is we have to raise the debt ceiling because of past debts that we've incurred. And if you look at the Republican budget passed in the House, it will also require dramatic increases in the debt ceiling. In fact, another $8 trillion increase in the debt ceiling between now and 10 years from now. So I try to avoid voting for things that have untrue and inaccurate statements in the findings.
I got you, but you still voted no, and then later you said it was a political stunt. I'm saying, well, why not refrain? Or why not vote yes? I mean, what is it that you feel about the debt ceiling?
It was a political stunt. Look, and I've described one reason upon many that it was. I mean, we never have those kind of findings in our debt ceiling votes. They decided to make this in a political thing. They said, we've got to raise this because of President Obama's budget, when in fact what we're dealing with is the legacy of a lot of bad decisions, including really bad decisions under the Bush administration. But let's get real. Here's the reality, Bill. We know that, look, we cannot allow the United States to default on its debts. That would be economically disastrous. That's not me saying it. That's Ben Bernanke, the chairman of the Federal Reserve, and other experts. So let's find a way to get this done. Now,
okay, and I want to figure out how we can get this done, okay? And I want to look forward now. Now, Speaker Boehner said two things yesterday. Number one, he said, I want to get a deal done by the end of June. Is that smart? Can that get done?
I think we would all like to get a deal done by the end of June. When the president originally announced the creation of this group led by the vice president, he set the end of June as a target.
All right. The other thing he said, this is Speaker Boehner talking, that 150 economists got together and said, if you do not cut the federal spending to a greater degree than the debt hike, then you're going to cost American jobs right, left, and center. I mean, it seems logical on the face. Do you agree with that?
Bill, right now, we should make sure we do nothing to hurt the very fragile recovery. We've seen some signs recently that are very worrisome. And the Republican plans, which is to slash investment in research and development, to slash investment in medical research, to slash investment in education, would actually hurt this very fragile economy. Now, it is very important that we come together now to put together a long-term plan for deficit reduction so that people know that we have a predictable path to reduce the deficit.
So
and that is exactly what we're trying to do.
You would agree then that you have to cut more than you raise on that national credit card, correct? Do I hear you right?
Yeah. No, I am saying that we have to have a plan, yes, that reduces the deficit. How you do that is very important. You don't want to do anything that would hurt the very fragile economy we're in right now and throw people out of work.
Okay.
But yes, of course we should come up with a plan that puts us on a path toward greater deficit reduction and eventually getting rid of the debt.
Yeah, well, we're all waiting. Chris Van Hollen, thank you for your time today, the Democrat out of Maryland.